Teaching means that I get to come to work every day and teach my students to be their best self. We have that ability to influence them to be creative and to be critical thinkers. We have the responsibility to be mentors and to be good role models.
Teaching is so much more than just helping, my children academically. We're not just teaching the content, but we're teaching the whole child. And I'm so lucky to be given the opportunity to be a child's very first teacher. And I know that I take that responsibility so seriously.
I would see like a tremendous, growth in, some of the kids, especially like when they come back and they tell you, well, how, wow, I remember, such and such, thing that you told me, and, I apply it to my life and all of that kind of stuff. And so that kind of stuff makes me feel good. And then now that I'm teaching, the younger kids, and I see how their brains are kind of like sponges, and like they want to know and learn new things. And I feel like when I teach them and try to teach them in ways where they can apply, not only just in my class but just in everyday life, I mean, that's something that you can't put a price tag on it.
Seeing the students learn and understand things, and just seeing their faces like, oh, I understand this. Oh, this is why we're learning this. And I mean, that's my whole goal, to make these connections with the real world, make teaching like purposeful, meaningful for the students, and just to see that light bulb go off and like, oh, and then they got it.
I feel like every morning I am really excited to come to work. I have this energy. Sometimes I do get anxiety as well, but that's only because I want to make sure. I am not sure if I'll be able to make that impact. When I'm teaching new concept, am I reaching to all my students? Get that one student who wasn't focused yesterday, will I be able to get his attention? What is it that I can do?
This is really true for me. It's a work of heart. I actually used to work in finance and marketing, and I decided to hop over into education because I felt like I could make a difference. And I feel like over the years, I have seen a lot of successes and failures, but then successes again because they learn from their mistakes. And so I feel like if I could just help that one child once a day, that's it for me. I had a student, and she had a really rough academic year, and I just would not give up on her. And she was tough. She was just, some days she was super mean too, because, she felt insecure, but I just stuck with her and I told her, you know what, I'm not giving up on you, never ever. And at the end of class, at the end of the year, she wrote me a little note and she said, thank you, Miss Tapia, for not giving up on me. Sorry. Every time I think about her, I wonder where she is right now and how she's doing. And I'm so glad that I made a difference in her life.
The absolute favorite part is that I get to just be there for my students. All of my students know, if you're hungry, I'm gonna feed you. If you're tired, you can go rest in the corner. So, my favorite part is just being there for my students.
I feel honored. I mean, it's awesome to be recognized. Teachers, every teacher works really hard all year, and then I feel like I'm gonna cry.
I have so many people to thank. All my mentors, whoever thought I deserved this, I really appreciate that. But I do have to say there are a lot of people who supported me, encouraged me, guided me to have this confidence or be able to receive this award.
I have no words and a million words all at the same time. I know that I won my campus and regional title, and that's just kind of beyond me. I'm not someone who takes center stage, and I'm not the lead role. I kind of like to be in the background and shine light on others. So to have my own moment and to be seen, it's very, very fulfilling.
I've always thought of PE as being a very important subject. Just to know that someone recognized that, hey, he's really taking this serious. That was an honor for me.
We were outside in recess, and Ms. Johnson called me when we got back in, and she had told me that I had won for all the schools, including Corpus Christi and Houston, and I started to cry. I had to explain to my students why I was crying and that they were happy tears, and my students were very happy for me. I give all my credit to God because He has really seen all my struggles, and He's never forsaken me. Thank you. I'm very honored to have received this award.
I'm really honored, and I know how hard my colleagues work too. I couldn't have done this without them. I couldn't have done this without admin support. I'm really grateful for this award. It's a blast. It makes me feel good. My husband's like, you're so funny. We have a child, but you call your students your kiddos, and I'm like, they're all mine. When they're in my class, they're my kids. And I don't know, you just grow this love that you have for them. And there's this meme online. We look all pretty at the beginning of the school year, and by the end we look all like insane. That's teaching.